thanks for an awesome 3 weeks. It's our last huddle, it's our last sort of go in and talk to the ventures type thing. I'm not gonna cry. Not gonna cry. But thanks everyone for going above and beyond the Call of Duty. We had no idea what to expect, and everyone's been massively flexible and massively cool about helping us figure out how to fly this thing. So when we're back next year, here and other places, it'll be even better, and that's thanks to everyone here. So, cheers.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Give yourselves a...
It's the last day. We're nearly there. We'll be closing all the trenches this evening, backfilling tomorrow. And anyone who's ever spent any time on an archaeology site knows pretty much the last day is when everything gets found. So please, to God, if anyone discovers a chariot at 4:30 this afternoon, keep it to yourself. It's all go today. We've got a lot to do, but we're on the home straight, very nearly there. And then tonight, we're going to sleep in proper beds.
Thanks guys, great day,
Yes.
last day. Yeah.
Okay, so it's the morning of the last day here in Trench 1. So we're just finishing off the last of our post holes. Ditch is fully dug, so we've just got to record that, take some photographs. And then the big task for today is to box out our post holes that have the wood remaining in them. And the reason we do that is so we can record them in situ and then lift them without breaking them. So the clock's ticking today, so it's going to be a bit of a push. Got a big day ahead of us, so I'd best get on.
Hello, here we are at Trench 2 on Sunday, the last day. Charlotte over here is finishing recording the large post hole or small stake, small stake hole and large post hole, whichever it is, down there. Down at this end, we're cleaning up at this end to see what we can see, and if, as it appears, there are two features here, we shall dig them out and record them.
So we've dug down as far as we can now. We're lying in the hole with our head in there, with our hands in. There's just a tiny bit left in, so we're hoping that we can pull the post out and take the tip out in one go, and then we have a good look at the state of preservation right down there.
2, 3.
Here we go. 10, yeah.
Have you got it?
Sort of.
The top. Does somebody want to get the top of that?
Well done, guys. That's all.
Yay! Go team!
Here we are at test pit 3. We finished lifting all the wood. It was exposed during the last couple of days. We're now cutting a sondage down into the bottom of the test pit. It's a 50 centimetre square section. We're exposing the wood, checking that it's not anything vital. Then that'll be removed and sent away for sampling. Then we'll cut down again. We'll hopefully be through the bottom of the wood in an hour or so, and then we'll call it a day on the final afternoon of the 3-week dig. Yeah, I mean, seeing the trench from day one, or our test pit at any rate, go from just being a shallow hole in the ground, which we worked by hand, down to the water, almost to the water table, into the wet peat, and seeing the wood emerge at that level. So yeah, really have seen the whole life cycle, and I've seen the other life in the dry trenches as well.
We're at the end of excavating test pit 2, and I'm here just recording this timber, this post, one of the uprights of the causeway that we've pulled out this morning, and we did a pretty good job of it. I'm really pleased because we've actually got everything completely intact here, and you can see the lovely tool marks. So I need to draw that in detail, make sure that we have a record of it, because what we will be doing later is we'll be sawing it to try and send it off for a dendrochronology date. And we're also going to sample it to see what the water content is, see what microbes are in there, kind of the geeky things that Ian Panther does for us. So just going to do a quick photo of this as well, and then it's goodbye to test pit 2 really. It's a bit sad. Say goodbye. Bye.
Right, I'm Ben, and I have been one of the 3-week venturers. Unintendedly, I have to say, because I did originally come for 1 week, and they sucked me in for another 2. So I've been here for the full 3 weeks, and I must say that the entire experience has been quite amazing, much more than I would ever have thought it would have been. Going through the layers, coming down it'll be quite a memorable experience.
Okay, so trench 1, we've got our ditches fully out now, just needs to get a last photograph of that, and our timbers, we've boxed out all of our timbers, we've got 12 in total, 3 have already been fully recorded and starting to be lifted, and then the next 9 we've still got to draw our sections, take photographs and update our contact sheets, and then we'll also be able to lift them also.
So we're here at Trench 2, and in the trench behind us here there are people still doing the final recording. There's been some flint found there which is helping hopefully to establish that there's a longer chronology, so that it's Neolithic and the history is going a wee bit farther back than the Bronze Age that we were expecting here. So while they're recording in the trench, we're up here going through the spoil heaps and looking for any pieces of flint or perhaps a piece of a pot that might have been overlooked, which would also help with that dating and making it perhaps a wee bit older over this part of the site. We're going to go over to Trench 1 shortly and see what's happening there before the close of the day.
Well, it's just about 4:30 on the last day of the dig, and a lot of our ventures have left site already. So we're here in Trench 1, our first trench, just tying up the last bit of planning and section drawing and taking photographs, and as soon as we're done with that, Mike Bamforth is going to come out and we're going to actually lift all of these posts so that we can give them to Ian Panter for analysis. To be honest, we're all absolutely shattered.
And as you can see, it's the core 3 left.
Yeah, it's
in
just
Trench
us. It's just us.
1. This is what we actually do.
Yeah.
This is our real job.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've actually had a chance to do any proper archaeology. Now everyone's gone home, I can actually do a bit.
So we're not done yet, but in about another 40 minutes, it'll be a wrap on season 1, DigVentures.